I've shown these spinners before. They do have a weak spot, and it's on this tip. This thing gets to bouncing around in a pretty good windstorm, and this can break off. So I made these little reinforcements. I'm going to just glue the tip on, like this one over here. Take a hot air gun and heat that up, and it will bend down. Then I glue it, drill a hole through there. Take another one, use a toothpick to center it on the hole, put a clamp on here. Just put a spot of glue on there. When it sets up, take it off. Heat this side up with the hot air gun, bend it down, glue it, then re-drill the hole. So that's glued on the point. We can just hold that down for a second until that cools off. A friend of mine in Germany redrew this for me, and it used a couple little pieces of bamboo in there. And I added a hole in the center here for a piece of 1/4-inch dowel. This is another weak spot, and if it breaks, it's probably going to be along here. And so those two pins, it's very difficult to glue this together square as the original design. With those dowels in there, they just go in there, you put that together and put the glue on it, gives you a perfect seam. Now this dowel, I dripped a little bit of wood glue down in there, and it's still in the process of curing. These don't need anything. Their job is strictly to align those holes. I'll put a little more glue in here. That wood dowel, I hope, will add a little bit of extra support in through this joint. I have a video on chemically welding PLA and PETG. This is PLA. And I take that solvent and I just wet both surfaces and push it together real quick. Put a clamp on there, get it lined up, and go back and wet that seam on both sides. Let it sit here and cure. Compared to the last ones I've put together, that's a very nice looking seam. And I put this on both ends. That way if you break one end off, you can switch it around, use the other end, and it also reinforces that tip, which is fragile.